Welcome back to the SR Challenge Beginner's Guide. In today's episode, we're going to look at the next day events. So we're going to check out some of the things that we've acquired that are new to make sure that you check them out. We're going to do a time rift, and then we're going to check out the next dialogue here. So guys, just hang in there. Make sure you check your info. It has been a couple days, so always claim your rewards because it is extremely important that you get everything this game gives you for free. I highly recommend it. And here we go. So they have a maintenance notice. This was for the 12th, but because I wasn't logged in, I didn't get it. So you got your events. Make sure you check out your events. Right now they have a limited time events going on, so we just want to make sure. We also have logged in twice in a day. So again, more privileges, more stuff to buy. We don't need to worry about that. Check your missions, collect your burgers, they are important. And we're going to check out our heroes really quick. So this is the heroes that we have right now. Let's check out how many summons we have available. We have 6. Okay, we're waiting to get up to 10. Let's go do that time rift real quick. So. Here we go. This is going to be the next one. We might actually just focus on time rifts today. Let's just do that. Alright, with the Imperial Army chasing after them, their goal is Liana. Alright, so with this mission, pretty simple. We just have 2 units, so we are going to bring... Let's bring, we're going to bring our new units. We can get some leveling up. So we're going to bring Lewin, and we're going to bring Kirikaze. Here we go. This is not going to be difficult at all. Very simple. Alright, so basic attacks, just go in there. You should be high enough level that this is not going to cause a problem for you. And if not, you have experience potions. You can definitely rely on those. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, it's 2 units. Lewin here is doing a good job because he's got Roar, which is a skill. Allows him to do more damage. Kirikaze, all he has is his passive ability, though. Victory. And we get a little bit of a reward. Some experience. Do the next one real quick. These go by super quick, so we'll get to the next major one. Any of the normal, so like if they have just basic generic, there's no real like there should be a number. So for these, it's one dash. We did 1-1 before in the last episode. In this episode, we're going to try to get to 1-2. Those are the important ones that you want to focus on. These you can just get through them. Let's actually, we're gonna bring Laird. That's a good idea. Let's do it. So you can always look just to make sure, but there's nothing special here. So we're just gonna send him in, have him do what he does best. Cannonball! Alright, stand by. Wait for his call. Laird is actually a pretty good unit. We'll discuss him more at length down the line. Okay, see, so he has the ability, yes, it's a passive. He has Blast, which is pretty good. Pretty good skill. It balances well with his talent, which allows him to get increased damage and defense when he is above 80%. So you want to keep Laird above 80% when attacking. Otherwise, he's kind of weak. All right, we got another team level. Team level 11. Okay. Here's where things get really important. So we have a hidden treasure chest, 3 stars we got to acquire, and our 2 feats are clear the level before Lowen retreats and complete the stage within 5 rounds. So I feel confident we can do that. And as always, we're going to be skipping the story, so don't worry about that. If you'd like to listen to the story, go ahead and play the game yourself. I'm gonna stop saying that. It's going to be repeated a lot. So, okay, so we're going to look at our units. And again, you want to check because there's a hidden treasure somewhere here. And it's this guy right here. So where you're seeing the little flash, that's where your hidden item is. It's also the one thing that kind of sticks out. Some of them are pretty tricky though, but I'll be the one to lend you a hand. So let's see here. So Lowen here is going to be attacked by Laird and this High Lord, Lancer General. So we want to bring a unit that can help out with that. Now he is a Lancer himself, so he's going to be able to actually handle Laird just fine. So we're going to use Lewin to go in there, and he's going to help out, do some damage on him. And actually this is a pretty good team comp, because then I can have Matthew come in, take out that Lancer, and then yeah, this will work. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, so for Laird can't make it just yet. So what we're gonna do is, now these units, just to be on the safe side, see where he can go. We're gonna move Lewin here just because Laird can't reach that spot. The Lancer can, which is fine. We want him to attack Lewin, but I doubt he will. Now we will move Matthew to this spot here. Have him attack using Air Slash. Air Slash is a good move because it allows us to attack without taking retaliated damage, especially against melee units. Now we don't want to move Laird here, because if you look, this unit here is going to be able to attack that square. So instead, we are going to move him right in front of Matthew. And unfortunately, Liana is going to be moving herself, so you need to push forward. You have to keep pace with her, otherwise the units above her will take her out. Lowen's actually a pretty tough unit. He should be able to do just fine, as you can see how he took on Laird there. Now, we are going to attack this Lancer here. Lewin should be able to take him out no problem. For an R unit, Lewin is fantastic. He's like a mini... How do I put it? He's like a mini Elwyn. The magical rays on the stone tablet glow faintly. Read, Aegis. Speed boots. These are extremely important. They are very, very useful. Very useful. Okay, now we're gonna hope that Liana doesn't move. Please don't move, Liana. And she does. Okay. Well, she's gonna take a little bit of damage. It's a good thing she's a healer. She can heal herself, and it will allow her to hopefully not move. So there goes Lowen. Lowen's taking him out. Lewin's there with Lowen helping. And that was a miscalculation on my part. I should have anticipated that. So then Roga shows up, and Roga is going to lend us a helping hand. Now, you remember that we only have 5 turns, but we're only on turn 3, and we're doing pretty good. Hopefully, we can get a little bit of a heal. We're going to move Laird up there. Time to go. Let's keep rocking. Take out that Lancer unit. And pretty much Lewin is going to be hanging out. He's not going to be able to contribute a whole lot. We do need to help Roga. I don't think he's going to be completely taken out, but unfortunately he is he's a little bit squishy close up because he's an assassin. He's not doing too bad. Okay. For now, I think what we're gonna do. What turn are we on? Okay, so it's turn 4. You have one more turn, so you can complete it on turn 5, and that still counts for the reward. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move Matthew over here, and we're going to have Laird take this guy. Activating Knight's Faith, which is his talent, increasing his attack and defense. Just move Lewin up. Assassins are really great, especially when attacking at range because they're a ranged unit, but they also have the fastest attack animation. As you can see there, Roga was able to attack well before the unit was actually able to hit them with his with their attack. But it didn't really matter because they were super close. Exactly. And that is that chapter. Pretty simple. So make sure you grab the hidden item there, because those speed boots are extremely useful, especially early on. Early on, those speed boots are going to help you out a lot. And even later in the game, just having extra pairs of speed boots is hands down some of the best. Units that excel using that are units like Bozel. Bozel makes fantastic work of them, especially Lana as well. But mainly Bozel, because he gets more attack power based off of his magic defense, which is what the speed boots also grant. So, pretty simple stuff. So we did that. Let's go through the talking point real quick, and then we'll call that an episode. We're going to skip through that.
Jessica, are you saying that you're the...
So we got 30 shards of Jessica, which allows us, I believe, to summon her. I'm pretty sure. So they're going to be talking about shards and how they attribute to summoning units and whatnot. Most of the time, you're not going to be using this type of mechanic. You're going to be summoning most of your units through the banners, or pretty much through the banners. There's a few events that you can do where you will collect shards, and then you can unlock them this way, but for the most part, you're going to find that you're going to get all your units through this method, through summoning, not through this method here. But we get a great unit. They're going to charge us 1,000 gold, which I guess that's okay. Jessica is a fantastic R unit. And I think, you know what? We can end the episode by checking out her kit. So she is a magic master. When the unit HP is 100%, intelligence increases by 5%. 15% of her intelligence is added to her magical defense. Fantastic kit. You really want to keep her at 100% though. Otherwise her entire kit falls apart a bit. But she does have good magic defense because it is separated from that 100%. So, pretty good stuff. She comes with Windblade, which does 1.5 damage and additional damage to flyers, which is really, really cool. That's the only skill she has. Now, the cool thing about Jessica is she also is one of the teleport users. The other one being Hein. Hein is one of my personal favorite units in the game, next to Lamford. And but Jessica is the other user of teleport, and she's free, so everybody has a teleport user right off the bat, which is fantastic. So if you're going to be grinding out missions where you're going to do gold and stuff like that, this comes in super handy. But let's look at our other stuff. So the main path you want to take her on is Archmage, and she'll get Tornado. Now, Tornado is not going to do a lot of damage. It'll do extra damage against flyers, which is always nice, but flyers tend to have a higher magical defense from what I've noticed, but not 100%. Usually you're seeing Sherry, Luna, especially Luna, they generally have higher magical defense. But then she also goes into her wizard path, which she unlocks magical defense support, which is pretty good. It helps remove the mobility reduction, which a lot of units will use on your tank, and it kind of demolishes your team, so that's pretty nice. But then she comes with Meteor, one of the bigger AoEs. You have a smaller range AoE, which covers, let's see if she's got another one. No, she doesn't. No, she does. It's Tornado. So the smaller AoEs only cover a 3 block radius. and it has a lesser cooldown for that, and it does a little bit less damage of 0.3 damage. But for Meteor, it's a 4-block range at a 5-round cooldown, but it does 0.36 damage. Also, enemies lose 20% of their health after action, which is pretty nice. You also have 2 other branches you can go through here. You have Mass Heal for a 1-round cooldown of a 3-block radius of healing, which is pretty nice. And it does 3 times the caster's intelligence, and at the same time, it dispels 1 debuff. Pretty good. So, in a way, you can make her an offensive unit and bring her as a backup healer, which is really cool. And then she's got in her Bishop Path Shield, which then increases the defense of a unit and gives them immunity to their defense and magic defense reduction. So, pretty cool. Overall, fantastic unit. Comes with great soldiers and whatnot. The only thing holding her back is she is an R unit, so her stats are not as high as an SR or a SSR. With that being said, we are going to level her up. We're unfortunately going to use one of these just because that's all I got. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's get her some equipment. Give her the speed boots, that's fine. So Almeida here, she can class up, which is pretty nice. So we're going to cover that real quick, and that will unlock her next class sister, which we will go ahead and upgrade to.
Is that all right? Feel a little more reliable?
That's good. So she unlocks archers, which is pretty nice. Again, with Almeida, you want to take her down the martyr path. I believe we've already covered this, so I'm not going to talk too much more in detail. Pretty straightforward. So these little red icons above your characters indicate that they can equip something. So for him, he can equip a hatchet, which is going to give him a little bit more attack. We're going to go ahead and advance him as well. Take him to his High Lord class.
Spectacular! Such power! This feeling is... Anyway, it's getting stronger!
So he unlocks the Cavalry class, which is not bad. I wouldn't say that's all that great. You're really wanting to stick different ones on him. So we got equipment for Dios. Just making sure everybody's kind of leveled up, ready to go. We can cover our little missions here. Okay. Oh, and make sure you always check your path of light. So, this was another thing we did not do, so I will actually cover this on the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch more of my content, please click on the annotations. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.